Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and byways pushing this truth. It's your brother Rabbi now coming out with another lesson, Lord willing, it's edifying. It's the book of 1 Samuel 16:1. And the Lord Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai said unto Samuel, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Now, I wanted to jump right into Saul, man, because it's been on my mind thinking about Saul and David, man, you know, because, you know, even though David went through all these different skirmishes and things with Saul, man, he still showed a respect for him because he was anointed, man. And a lot of us got to show that same respect for the people that the Lord had given that anointing oil, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and give them that same reverence, man. All right? Let me read that again. 1 Samuel 16:1, and the Lord said unto Samuel, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. Okay, so he's showing me right there. He provided him a king amongst his sons. All right. Let me read 1 Samuel 15:35. And Samuel came no more to see Saul until the day of his death. Nevertheless, Samuel mourned for Saul, and the Lord repented that he had made Saul king over Israel. He made him king over Israel. Right. Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. And the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, said, take a heifer with thee and say, I am come to sacrifice to the Lord. So he told him to take a heifer with him, which is a female cow, if you didn't know. And call Jesse to the sacrifice. And I will show thee what thou shalt do. Thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee. And that's a beautiful thing. When you really think about the sacrifices that we had to go and commit. When you sacrifice a cow, man, that's a big animal, man. That's a big sacrifice. Okay? When you're sacrificing, you know, not something small like a lamb or a chicken, but a whole cow, man, that's a huge sacrifice, man. If you ever killed an animal, you gotta let the blood dry. There's more blood in a cow, man. There's a lot of blood in a cow, all right? So that's a whole process that needs to be done correctly, man, all right? Let's keep going. And call Jesse, and then it just shows another, show you what the priests, what the prophets had to do, man, okay? Showing you what kind of men they were, man, to commit these sacrifices, man. Nowadays, they call that animal cruelty, man. All right? But if the Lord told you to do it, you got to do it. That's how he requires the sacrifices to be committed. Okay? He wanted it done in a particular way, and he anointed particular people to do it the way he wanted them to do it. That's the same thing that happens when you do your sacrifices on these highways and byways, man. You got to do it a particular way. All right? Not that's pleasing to everybody. You know? You take a heifer and slice his throat wide open, no one's going to be pleased to see that, okay? And the Lord's not dealing with that anymore anyway, with these animal sacrifices. But I'm only bringing up the point to show you that these men were different from the way we are today, okay? First Samuel 16:3. And call Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show thee what thou shalt do, and thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee. Okay? That's a commandment, man. The Lord tell you to do something, you better do it, man. You ain't got no choice anyway in the matter. All right? The book of Exodus chapter 4, in verse number 15, and thou shalt speak unto him and put words in his mouth, and I will be with thy mouth and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do. So it's the Lord, he's doing all of this, man. And you can take that account of Jonah, man. He thought he had it in his spirit to do whatever he wanted. There's no free will, man. Lord's controlling your steps, man. Controlling your actions, controlling the words that come out of your mouth, man. So if he wants you to go off, you're gonna go off, man. Okay? The deceived and the deceiver are his. You know, I just went off. I was breaking something down and put it up. Then I went back and looked at it like, why did I even do that? Lord probably, and then I fixed it, okay? But the Lord probably had me do that just to throw somebody off, man. That's why you got to diligently seek these scriptures for yourself, man. Be persuaded in your own mind. Don't just follow somebody blindly. No, hear what the words are being said and go searching for yourself, okay? 1 Samuel 16:4, and Samuel did that which the Lord spake, of course he would, and came to Bethlehem, and elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceably? Yeah, because they were scared of the prophets, okay? Because the prophets didn't come to say anything, bring gifts, man. If a prophet was coming to your town, matter of fact, let me describe the precept, man. It wasn't a good thing, man. Not to say it was always a bad thing, but you would tremble, thinking that the prophet was going to prophesy against where you live at. And that's what we're doing right now. We're prophesying against where you live at, man. Okay? Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. That's what the prophets talk about, man. Not love, peace, and tranquility and prosperity, okay? Prophets didn't do that, man. So when you see these Christian teachers, Catholic preachers, man, that's what they talking about, man. That's foolishness, man. They're not the prophets, okay? They should be prophesying war, okay? Pestilence. Wasn't there a pandemic not too long ago? Did they tell you about that? No. Okay. Are they prophesying the war that's about to happen? World War III that's prophesied in the Bible? No. Okay. What about the famine that's about to come? Are they telling you about that? No. They don't care if you eat. They don't care if you live. They don't care if you get sick or not. Okay? Because the Lord's using him on the left-hand side to give you all of those diseases that they talk about on the news, which are man-made by Esau, by the way. Because he don't care about you. He don't even want to heal you. He actually just wants you to die a slow death so you can make as much money as he can off of you. Okay? Give you all different types of cancers. Okay? Putting it in your food. Some of the food he creates with cancer genes. Okay? So a lot of stuff that you eating, you're pretty much eating cancer, man. You didn't know. Book of 1 Samuel 16:4. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceably? Okay, yeah, they had to ask, man. And that's a good question. Because he ain't coming peaceably, man. Just like now, okay? We're not coming peaceably, man. We coming with that bad report, man, of Babylon. It failed, man. It was weighed in the balance, and it was found wanting, okay? So it's going to be destroyed. The Lord's already stirring up the Medes. The handwriting has already been interpreted by Daniel, okay, in the 5th chapter, Daniel 5. Read the end of that. Read about Belshazzar, man. Okay, you got to learn about these kings that were here before you existed today, before this government that you are subjected to today. Okay, learn about these people, man. Search the scriptures daily. 1 Samuel 21:1. Then came David to Nob to Ahimelech the priest. And Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David and said unto him, why art thou alone and no man with thee? See, even David was a prophet, man. And they feared him too. Well, a lot of y'all don't know he was a prophet, man. He prophesied a lot of things, man. You got to read his Psalms, man. Prophesied the crucifixion of Yahushua, man. Way before Yahushua was even mentioned, man. Come on. How did he get that knowledge, man? That had to have come from the Most High. All right? It had to. You don't prophesy just things. You don't just make things up and call it prophecy, man. If it came to pass, then you know a prophet has been among you. And it came to pass that Yahushua died the way that King David said he was going to die, man. Okay? Psalms, 1 Samuel 16, and 5. And he said peaceably, I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice, man. You got to sanctify yourself, man. Which was a process, okay? You got to sanctify yourself. Let's go into that. Exodus 19 and 10. Book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 10. And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and be ready against the third day. For the third day the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will come down in the sight of all people upon Mount Sinai. And thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about, saying, take heed to yourselves, that ye go not up into the mount, or touch the border of it. Whoever touches the mount shall be surely put to death. So you had to obey, man. You got to obey the Lord's his commandments. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mount. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. Simple as that, man. Okay. And 1 Samuel 16 and 6, and it came to pass when they were come, and then, reading that account. Let's see if there's any more. Let me keep reading about that, man. Because we got to do this now, man. We got to sanctify ourselves. How do we wash our garments, man? They had to wash before. That's how they had to sanctify themselves. How do we sanctify ourselves? And this is them sanctifying. Moses is sanctifying the children of Israel to meet the Lord, man. Okay. So let's keep reading, man. Keep reading about this account. Exodus 19 and 14. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And we're washing our clothes now through the Spirit, by diligently seeking the Lord, by understanding the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We're doing the work. Okay, we're studying diligently. Okay, and we're feeding the sheep. Okay, that's all washing your clothes, man. Coming and doing this work, man. Studying is also doing this work. Looking in the words, that's doing this work, man. All right. The Lord said, "My sheep hear my voice," man. So you should be following the law, statutes, and commandments. You should be following who? Great Millstone, man. Okay. You should be following Great Millstone. Simple as that. Because these other groups they ain't got it, man. All right? They ain't got it, man. They get everything right, then they jump off the cliff, man. What's the point of that? Like, what's the point of even doing the work? But a lot of these camps have their purpose. The Lord knows, okay? He's going to gather some people through this, man. But I want to thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for I went straight through Great Millstone, man. Those are the videos I first came to before I learned about all these other camps, man. I didn't know nothing about Israel before Great Millstone, okay? Didn't know nothing about it, man. And they were giving those warnings to take heed to these other camps as I was coming in, man. So I feel like the Lord set that up, man, for you to go a certain way, man. Okay? He said the reins. I forgot that. So let me put in reins like a horse. I can't even think of it, but he's the one who keeps you in line, man. Precepts are popping up. I think he said I try the reins and put the Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah, I start at 9. This is Jeremiah 17 and 10 is the point. Jeremiah 17 and 9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Your heart is talking about the Hebrew word for low, which is your mind, okay, your thoughts. Who can know it? Who can know it more so than the one who created it? Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. I, the Lord, search the heart. He knows the mind. He searches your heart, your mind, okay, your thoughts, okay. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. He tries the reins, man. The reins are going into like the let me see if I can get the I don't want to chop that up. I know it was compared to it says reins are the straps used to control a horse. And the rein is the word used in the phrases in rein, meaning restrain or cause to stop. And free rein, okay? If I get some images. You know, that thing right there, man, if you can see it. You know, the reins, man, the reins. Okay? So that's how the Lord can control you, man. All right? Let me read that and let's keep going. Exodus 19 and 15, and he said unto the people, be ready against the third day, come not at your wives. And it came to pass, come not at your wives, man. That's another thing, man. Meaning don't sleep with them, man. Okay? You gotta sanctify yourself, man. You can't be giving up seed the day you're about to go to this meeting with the Lord, man. Okay? So you gotta obey these commandments, man, to give up that worthy sacrifice. Okay? Now we practicing the righteous acts, but there's spiritual overtones to the things that are being done physically, okay? And the Lord's gonna give you that, what he's looking for out of his men in these times, in this day, okay? Because you gotta read it with a spiritual mind, man. And it came to pass on the, as a matter of fact, should I grab that law? Let me grab that law actually, since I brought it up. Saying go to Leviticus 18. Let me jump over there real quick to get the law. Leviticus 18. It says laws of immoral relations. Okay. Is that what I'm looking for? Let's see what that says. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, it's Numbers 5. Let me see. Numbers 5. It says on defilement. Can't find it right now, man. I can't even think of it. It's I don't even want to put it out there. You know what? Let's go to Mr. Guzik. He probably got it. Mr. Guzik probably got it. It's the commentary. Let's go to Exodus 19. Exodus 19. I want to be up to here teaching lies. You know what I'm saying? Exodus 19 and 15. No precepts. Let me see. This is what Guzik is saying on the enduring world. He said, "Do not come near your wives." He's saying it means the rest of the scriptures do not teach that there is any inherent uncleanness in sexual relations. This command, see, he's going off. Okay, he's going off. Let me find that. I think the Lord wants me to find this. Yes, water Yahweh Shem. Leviticus 15. Salakia. Leviticus 15 and 18. The woman also with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the even. Okay, so you're gonna be unclean. Okay, so you got to make sure when you know you can't be doing that. And that's another thing, man, because people teach you can have sex on the Sabbath and things like that. There's laws. Look into the law for yourself, man. I just went in it. Leviticus 15 and 18. Okay. The Lord ain't make these laws for you not to follow them, man. Okay? The Esau make laws that he don't follow them, but he makes you follow them. Okay? All the laws are done away with. Why would the Most High God make laws that you don't have to follow, but you following Esau's laws, man? How does that make sense? Okay? Oh no, those are done away with. He made them just to throw them in the trash. Okay? But you're going to pay for those idle words, man. Look, so let me finish this. Let me get back on point. Exodus 19 and 16. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. And that's what we're doing, man. We're making that trumpet loud, man. We're sounding that alarm, man. The Lord's coming, man. Okay? You should be trembling. Okay? This ain't the word for the soft and the weak. Okay, this is for his elect, man, the mighty men of David. Okay, the house of David ain't no weak men. They're the strongest men that this world has ever seen, man. And those spirits are back here again. All right. Let me grab this book of Psalm 77, verse number 18. Psalm 77 and 18. Voice of thy thunder was in the heaven, and the lightnings lightened the world. The earth trembled and shook. So that's a scary sight, man. You about to hear it straight out of Moses' mouth. Exodus chapter 19 and 17. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with the Most High, and they stood at the nether part of the mountain. Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof as ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. Okay, so that was a terrible sight, man. Israel was scared to see the Lord, man. And this is their power. They're scared of their own power, man. Okay? These people these people don't have no clue what's going on out here, man. They literally lost, man. Okay? Exodus 19:19. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and the Most High answered him by a voice. So that's another thing, man. Okay? We speaking louder and louder, man. And that alarm is sounding longer and longer, okay? We were just talking about the trumpet yesterday, and guess what? We're talking about that trumpet today again, okay? That trumpet's still blowing, man. It's never taking a break anymore, man. Okay, Exodus 19:20, and the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mount, and the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua called Moses up to the top of the mount, and Moses went up. And the Lord said unto Moses, go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto the Lord to gaze, and many of them perish. And you can't be looking upon the Lord, man, being defiled, man. 1 Samuel 6:19. And he smote the men of Beth Shemesh, because they had looked into the ark of the Lord. Even he smote of the people 50,000 and 70 men. And the people lamented, because the Lord has smitten many of the people with a great slaughter. Yeah, that's for looking at him wrong, man. Lord's terrible, man. He's absolutely terrible. Okay? Get it through your mind, man. Okay, let me jump over to verse 13. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through, whether it be a beast or a man, it shall not live. When the trumpet sounded long, they shall come up to the mount, okay? The trumpet sounded long, man. And the Lord, Exodus 19:20, and the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mount, and the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mount, and Moses went up. And the Lord said unto Moses, go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto the Lord to gaze, and many of them perish. And let the priests also which come near to the Lord sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them. And you need to sanctify yourself, man. Okay? Also go in and be a single-minded, not having no guile in your mouth, man. Okay? Kind of stick with whatever doctrine, man. Stick with one, man. Don't mix it all up and make you a gumbo of doctrine, man. Okay? Because it's going to cause people to go off. You're going to mislead the sheep, and the Lord going to come and destroy you, man. According to Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. You can read that 1-8, man. Woe unto the pastor. And Lord willing, I can go grab that. Exodus 19:23, and Moses said unto the Lord, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mount, and sanctify it. Okay, it's time to go to Joshua 3 and 4. Let me see what Joshua talking about, man. Let's see what Joshua talking about. Joshua's from the northern kingdom, by the way. Because I know, they say there's always been a wicked king in the northern. Yeah, but, they come from a righteous stock, man. I always like to point out the fact that Joseph and Joshua, okay, were some of the greatest of our nation, man. All right? Before we had kings, man. But they were likened unto kings and prophets and priests. Okay? Where do you want me to go? Joshua, the book of Joshua, chapter 3, verse 4. Slovakia. It says, yet there shall be a space between you and it, about 2,000 cubits by measure. Come not near unto it, that ye may know that the way by which ye must go, for ye have not passed this way heretofore. And I think what that's talking about is before they went into Jordan, the Ark of the Covenant had to go ahead of them. Okay? Let me just double check. Joshua 3:1, and Joshua rose early in the morning, and they removed from And Joshua rose early in the morning, and they removed from Shittim and came to Jordan, he and all the children of Israel, and lodged there before they passed over. And it came to pass after 3 days that the officers went to the host, and they commanded the people, saying, when ye see the ark of the covenant of the Lord Yahweh your power, and the priests, the Levites bearing it, then ye shall remove from your place and go after it. Yeah, you got to wait for the ark of the covenant to pass over. Then they were supposed to come, and that's what that was getting into, okay? Let me read that again. Exodus 19, verse 23. And Moses said unto the Lord, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify it. So, exactly. So they let the ark go, and they waited for it to pass over the sea, and then they went, okay? And the Lord said unto him, away, get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. But let not the priests and the people break through to come up unto the Lord, lest he break forth upon them. So Moses went down unto the people and spake unto them. So it was a terrible sight to see the Lord. Long story short, let's get back to 1 Samuel 16. Okay, and 5. Before I went on a tangent, and he said, peaceably, I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. And he sanctified Jesse and his sons and called them to the sacrifice. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. Okay. And this is Samuel looking at that outward man, man. He probably, just like when Saul was first anointed, man. He had the countenance of a good man, they said. Should I grab that? Said he looked goodly to look upon. Yeah, this is 1 Samuel 9 and 2, and he's I saw that one. Now there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zorar, the son of Bechorath, the son of Aphiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he said, and he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. Okay. So Samuel was probably thinking about the countenance of Saul, thinking about the people, like, oh, this got to be him, man. Okay. Yeah, the people gonna like to see this brother. Let's read that. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look, this is 1 Samuel 16 and 7. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature. Just like you saw, man. Because I have refused him. See? He refused him, man. We said we read in Jeremiah that he searches the hearts. Okay. 1 Samuel 16 and 7, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Okay? Going back to Jeremiah 17, man. And 9, I believe. Okay? Let me just double check that. I already brought it up, but I won't bring it out again. Because you got to know the Lord now. He knows your thoughts, man. He don't care what you're doing out here and with men and all that. He knows your thoughts, man. Okay? And he knows it better than anyone. Jeremiah 17 and 9, the heart, which is your mind, is deceitful above all things. It's the most deceitful, man. Okay? And desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. Okay, let's keep going. 1 Samuel 16 and 8, then Jesse called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, neither have the Lord chosen this. So even the next one, man. All right. Now Jesse is the son of David, the father of David, man. But he had other brothers. And Jesse's given all his sons except for David, because he's the youngest. Bringing up all his other sons except for David. He's the last one to think about. His own father, man, didn't know that he was anointed, man. Okay? By the Most High, man. His own father, man. It's showing you your family ain't going, they don't know you, man. Okay? This is King David, man. All right? And we coming in his stead, his lot. Okay? So your people, your parents, they don't know you, man. If you want to elect, you're going to feel like an outcast, and you are. Just like King David was. All right? His own father didn't even know he was anointed by the Most High, man. You know? That's what I'm saying, man. That's why you got to read these scriptures, man. Diligently, all the time. They'll reveal something new to you every single time, man. Then Jesse called, this is 1 Samuel 16:8, called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, neither have the Lord chosen this. Then Jesse made Shammah to pass by, and he said, neither have the Lord chosen this. Again, Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel. And Samuel said unto Jesse, the Lord have not chosen these, man. And you haven't chosen these. You would think you would know your kids better than, that's why you don't know. The Lord knows, man. The Lord knows. 1 Samuel 16:11, and Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. That's the best thing about it, man. He keepeth the sheep, man. How do you keep the sheep, man? You keep a hedge around him, you keep it protected. You know, you feed them, you take care of them, man. All right? And that's what we should be doing, man. We shouldn't be looked at as anything, man, but feeding these sheep. You don't know who's hearing the word, man. We trying to wake up the elect of Israel, okay? Our people, man. They're dead asleep. You don't know who you are, you're dead out here. You're a zombie, man. And you deserve to get your neck chopped off, man. Yeah, that's right. Covering the mouth like I said something bad. Yeah, you deserve to be beheaded because you don't know who you are. You already beheaded in the spirit. Okay? And Samuel said, 1 Samuel 16:11 said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down until he come hither. Yeah, go get him. Okay? Go get that man. And you got to go get the Lord's sheep too, man. Okay? You got to be tending to the sheep too, man. He's looking to be anointed. You got to be anointed, man. All right? The Lord chose you, and now you got the wisdom, man. That's like Samuel with the oil, man. You didn't know. You were doing what you needed to do. Now you got this oil. Now you got to feed the sheep, man. Okay? You can't just have this knowledge. You know you're an Israelite. You know about the prophecies that are coming this way. You don't tell anybody, man. And everyone gets destroyed. That blood's going to be on your hands, man. All right? You don't want to keep that blood on your hands. You know? Come on. And you ain't got to do a whole... There's things you can do, man. There's things you can do. Because if you ain't doing the Lord's work, you're doing something in this world that's wicked, okay? It takes an effort to come out here and do the Lord's work. So many things you could be doing in this world, and all of it's vanity, man. Nothing is building your relationship with the Most High, man. Nothing else matters but your salvation, man. That's why we coming out here to remind you of this place about to be destroyed, man. Nothing else matters, okay? Like, what can you compare to salvation? What can you compare to being, you get put to death? What's the point? Yeah, you work every day, but what you do for the Lord? Nothing. Okay? You live a whole life full of vanity. Yeah, you get a check. Yeah, you pay your bills. But you don't do nothing for the Lord. So he ain't going to do nothing for you. Okay? Especially when this famine, this drought, this water gets deleted, it gets polluted. You ain't got nothing to drink, nothing, no formula. Okay? Then what? All right? That's why it's better to do the work for the Lord, man. All right? To be in his good graces, man. All right? me it's not windy here. Oh, let's put this down on the ground. Let's put it down. Let's put it down. What's time I got? All right, let's keep going. 1 Samuel 17:2, and Saul and the men of Israel gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah and set the battle in array against the Philistines. Oh, Salakia. Where am I? No, 1 Samuel 17:12. Now David was the son of that Ephrathite of the Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse, and he had 8 sons. And the man went among men for an old man in the days of Saul. Okay. So it's showing you. So he had 8 sons, man. He was the youngest of 8. 2 Samuel 7:8. Now therefore so shalt thou say unto my servant David, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, Slakia, to be ruler over my people, over Israel. Okay? His father never could believe he'd be ruler over his ass too. Okay? That's how it would be, man. Because it's all spiritual, man. All right? David's one of the elect from the beginning, man. And his father might not be. And he might have gave birth to an elect, but in all actuality, the births that come through the kingdom, that's your real life, man. This ain't your life. Okay? You've been born into death. 1 Samuel 16:12, and he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, and withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. Yeah, you're going to ruddy. Ruddy means red, man. Red in your countenance, okay? You young, you know, you tender-faced, okay? He was the youngest out of 8, we just read, okay? And when somebody was ruddy, when you go into the word, Esau likes to use that, see, he was red too. No, that's not what that means, man. Even though it gives you the same, Hebrew, what do you call that? Like the number that you get when you go on a blue letter, it gives you that same number. But when you read into the account, it only pops up like 3 times. And when you read up in Genesis 25th and 23, it says that Esau was red. It don't say Esau was ruddy, okay? And he was a baby, okay? He called him red, and he was red. Why? Because he lacked pigmentation, all right? But King David, being ready is because he was young, okay? That's the difference between the two. Just in case you come across it, Ku Klux Klan Edomite trying to tell you that he's Israel and you're Edom. He's always been doing that. He's trying to whitewash everything, man. Get your paws off our Bible, man. All right? Trying to whitewash our people, man. Look at Sammy Sosa. Look at Michael Jackson. That's Esau, man. Whitewashing. And some of the people that you know to be somebody in the past, he whitewashed them too. Okay? And if this kingdom was to continue on, he'd whitewash you, okay? Whoever's watching this video. All right? There was never such thing as a so-called black man. That was a myth. It was a lie. Okay? America that's what he's doing with Israel. He's basically saying everybody was looked like an Edomite back then. Okay? Nah, that's not how it works. All of his movies. You don't see not one dark-skinned man. He might get someone in the middle. They're still alive. Okay? Well, if he does, like the Book of Clarence, they had dark-skinned people. Now it's a comedy. You get it? You see? That's witchcraft, man. He'll tell you the truth, but he'll make it look like it's a joke. When it's really the truth. I gotta see that movie, by the way. 1 Samuel 16:13. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. Yeah, see, that's the anointing oil, man. That anointing oil is the spirit, man, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? Give me a precept in Judges. I want to see this. Judges, the 13th chapter. Judges 13, verse 25. It says, and the Spirit of the Lord began to move him at times in the camp of Dan between Zorah and Eshtaol. It's talking about Samson. Let me read it. It's Judges 13 and 24. And the woman bare a son and called his name Samson. And the child grew, and the Lord blessed him. And the Spirit of the Lord began to move him at times in the camp of Dan between Zorah and Eshtaol. So, same thing, man. And we know what Samson did, man. Very mighty warrior, all right? Very mighty. Okay? But his weakness was them bitches, man. Eve, man. Actually, nah, she was a heathen. She was a heathen, man. Just women, man. That's been our biggest weakness, man. Letting these women, man, you gotta be careful of that, man. Don't let them take your crown, especially right now, man. We at the end of all of this, man. We at the end of all of this, man. See, there's a precept on that. Yep. 1 Corinthians 7 and let's see. It says 1 Corinthians 7 and 26 says, I suppose therefore that this is good for the present distress. I say that it is good for a man so to be. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose. Art thou loose from a... No, that's not what it's called. That's not talking about that. That's not what I'm looking for. I think it's it's in the apocryphal. It's sending me a bunch of precepts that I'm not even looking for. But pretty much, you don't, you know, if you have a wife, be as though you don't have one or something like that. Roughly paraphrasing. That's what I was trying to get. I couldn't find it. I want to finish this up though. 1 Samuel 16 and 14. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. Okay, so an evil spirit, man. He had the spirit, and the Lord can take away your spirit, and then when he takes it away, guess what? A demon will hop on you, man. Okay? A demon, man. And that's not what we want. We want to keep that spirit. We want to keep that spirit, man. 1 Samuel 11 and 6, and the Spirit of the Most High came upon Saul when he heard those tidings, and his anger was kindled greatly. So, see? Getting mad, man. Getting mad. See out here. 1 Samuel 18 and verse 12. And Saul was afraid of David because the Lord was with him and was departed from Saul. So, see what happens, man? The Spirit's on you. It's a wrap. But Esau, you're going to see it when the Lord really puts puts the spirit up on us, man. When your guns don't work, your tricks don't work, your military it's gonna get smashed and beaten to pieces, man. Okay, like a potter's vessel. All right. 1 Samuel 16:15, and Saul's servant said unto him, Behold, now an evil spirit from the Most High troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp. And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from the Most High is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. That's what we're doing, man. We're piping, okay? And this word is supposed to help you get those evil spirits off you, man. This confusion, those are demons on you, man. When you're not connected back with your power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it's because there's demons on you, man. And we got to remove them to the best of our ability. If you're chosen, the Lord will make sure that those demons get off of you. But if not, then hey, you got to walk that path, man. You got to walk the path. How you doing?
Good.
You ever seen somebody like us? You know what I'm doing up here?
Yes.
What am I doing?
I seen y'all out here.
Do you know what I'm doing? You ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites?
Yes.
Okay, we're the Israelites. You and I, are you? Yeah. In the Bible. Yeah, that's what we do. So we just read the Bible, showing our people who we are according to the Bible. You heard of an Arab man, right? He says he's Ishmael. Ishmael's in the Bible. So he's telling you he knows who he is according to the Bible. You ever heard of Persians? Persians go back to the Bible. So when Persians they call them Iranians today, but back then they were called Persians in the Bible. But they have their history. But the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they can't trace themselves back to the Bible. Okay? But we go back to Jacob, okay? We're the Israelites, okay? We're the best people on the earth.
So how do I get this knowledge?
You just download, you got YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me give it to you. But this is what I do. We just teach. But there's others. But yeah, that's it. That's it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. You're welcome. You see? You see? That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Oh, they're all going over here. All the spirits are getting scared. They're getting stirred up. Okay, let's I kind of find it. Let's keep going. Okay. So let's read that again. Let our Lord, this is 1 Samuel 16:16. Okay? Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man, you too. Seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp, man. You gotta be cunning with this harp, man. All right? Let me look into that word, cunning, man. 1 Samuel 16. Let's look into that word cunning, man. Man, we playing the harp out here, man. Ooh, King David was cunning on the harp, man. I know cunning goes into, it says to know, learn to know, to perceive, to find out and discern, distinguish, okay? To know, be acquainted with, be skillful in, to have knowledge, be wise, be or become known, be revealed. Okay? Yeah, you gotta be acquainted with this harp, man. Right. Which is the scriptures, man, you know? We're playing a harp out here, man. Trying to get these demons off of our people so they can wake up and get ready for this marriage that's about to happen with their Lord. Okay? all about Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All of this is going to be destroyed, ladies and gentlemen, okay? All of it, man. Your car, your clothes, all of that is going to be destroyed. You can't take that with you up into these chariots if you're part of the elect. All right? Mixed fabrics. Come on. Your polyester. That's not coming with you. None of this gold, none of your silver, your chains. All right? 1 Samuel 16:17, and Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. That's the most important part, man. He's all of the above, but the Lord is with him, man. That's the best part about it. All right? The Lord's with you. Come on. Okay, let me grab this precept. 1 Samuel 17:32. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with the Philistine. Oh, and he fought with that Philistine, man. He fought with that Philistine. Okay? And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him. For thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. Yeah, he's a man of war from his youth, man. Showing you he was young, okay? He was young, man. Numbers 13:31, but the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go against the people, for they are stronger than we. Yeah, he's trying to put doubt. A lot of you from the house of Saul, y'all like to put doubt, but you can't take this knowledge away. Once you have this knowledge, can't nobody mess with you, man, all right? Once the Lord is on your side, we ain't scared of nothing, all right? This war that's about to come, the famine, the pestilence, these troops that are coming, they might knock on your door, okay? We ain't scared of Esau, man. The Lord ain't give us the spirit of fear. Got Jake looking at me like, what are you talking about? Anyways, where was I? 1 Samuel 17:34, and David said unto Saul, that servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock, and I went out after him and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he had defied the armies of the living power. That's right, David. That's right. That's King David, man. In his youth, man. He was a man of war. All right? Just like the Lord is a man of war. Okay? He's going to come and show the modern-day Philistine, Goliath, Esau, Edom. You're going to get taken down to him. All right? It kind of reminds me of... Amos chapter 5 and verse 19. As if a man did, in verse 18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Okay, not like these scriptures say. We're going to be holding hands when the Lord come back. He's going to just beam us up, and we're all going to be saved from the destruction from everyone who didn't want to repent in the name of Jesus. No, that's not how that works. Okay, it's woe, which means death and destruction. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on a wall, and a serpent bit him. But if you're part of the elect, man, you're going to beat the lion, the bear, and that serpent, man, which is Esau, okay? That's like fighting that Philistine. That's who the elect going to be fighting in these last days, man. That's the last battle, man. But it's all through the spirit. And he going to get knocked out with a rock, man, which is Yahweh Shai, man. All right? All right, let me finish this up. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and plain, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from the Most High was upon Saul, that David took a harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Okay? So that's what we're doing by us playing this song, man. We getting these evil spirits up off of our people, man. All right? Well, I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom.